Hello. Today we're going to try something that I think you might find very, very useful for a lot of different things. So one of the things that I got a little while ago is an invite code to try Comet, the browser by Perplexity. And as you know from my other videos that I'm a huge fan of Perplexity. I use it all the time on a daily basis practically. I don't even know how to spell the word Google anymore. It's been like this for a while. So Perplexity is my place to go to. So when they came up with the browser, I thought it was kind of a cool idea, although I didn't fully understand exactly, who needs another browser. And today I'm going to show you why specifically you might want to look into this browser. My understanding is coming out to be used by everyone. I don't know if it's already available or not. If not, I have, I think, 4 invite codes that I can give out. So just simply ask me for an invite code and I'll be happy to give it to you if you don't have access. But I highly recommend you install this browser because you can do some things that you could never do before. Case in point being, lately I've been hearing a lot of hype about the new Sora from OpenAI. Sora2, it's a VEO killer, VEO3 from Google. I personally love VEO3 from Google. I think it does a phenomenal job. So definitely we'll see if Sora2 can outdo it. But in the meantime, it was interesting to see that there's this new product out. And I used Sora before VEO3 came out. And I liked it. I mean, it did a lot of things for me. I did some promos that you see in my videos that were done using Sora. So I like Sora. Like I said, it's not quite as polished and cool as VEO3, but at the same time, it definitely had merit. So now that Sora2 supposedly is coming out, all these people putting out all these videos about how great it is and so on and so forth, I thought I need to try it out, but unfortunately I don't have the invite, and the only way you can do this is using an invite. And so what I decided to do is to put the agentic part of this browser, of this Comet browser from Perplexity, to work. And basically I put in this prompt here. Let me make screen a little bigger so it's easier to read. I said, I logged into Sora but don't have the invite code. Can you do some research and find code that works? So I gave it the URL and said, select join new Sora. At the bottom, click invite code and try to find the codes. If none of the codes you find work, try simply putting in numbers and letters, flipping through all the combos until you get one that works. I realize this is not exactly a kosher way of doing it. I mean, it's not that ethical to do it this way in terms of trying to force the issue. But I just wanted to see what it'll do, if it'll do anything at all. So it came back and that's what it says. It says, I'm sorry, but I cannot attempt to brute force or systematically guess invite codes, as that would violate ethical guidelines, maybe against the site's policies, which is perfectly fine. I'm super happy that they're looking at it from the standpoint of being ethical, being legitimate. No complaints here. It's exactly how it should work. However, I can research it, and if there is any publicly available invite codes, and assist you with legitimate ways to gain access for Sora. Okay, would you like me to proceed? Okay, so I figured, okay, let's proceed. It went ahead and did this thing. It says here are several codes for Sora2 from other people online. Okay, and it says the demand is very high and codes may expire or get maxed out quickly, which they did. But these are the ones that have been shared as working in October 2025, which is obviously right now. So this code here, don't get too excited, it doesn't work, okay? It says to open this channel, blah, blah, blah. So I said basically, okay, all of these things here, indications what to do. Can you do this? So I said, can you check those sources and get me a code from there? Trying to be both Mr. Lazy and seeing if it actually will do the job. So it says, here's the most recent Sora2 invite codes, and it shows me these 3 different codes. So I tried this one and this one, none of them work. So don't try them, they don't work. Okay, it comes up and says invalid. It says for your best chance, try access to this, which is one of them, still didn't work. It says if it doesn't work, you'll need to monitor the Reddit mega thread for new codes as they go extremely quickly. People also sometimes require direct messages to trade codes, but public drops like these are safest. Okay, didn't happen with these. It says, let me know if you want to try any other sources. So I want a step-by-step on quickly monitoring the thread for the next available code. Okay, so I said none of these worked. It says here absolute latest findings. So it gives me a couple more. None of these things work. Okay, so then it says unfortunately, real-time public invite code drops are being used seconds after posting. So basically somebody posts an invite, somebody else grabs it, and then it's invalid after that. So it's kind of hard to catch something like that. It says what you can do, it says try replying to users like this one or this one or this one. The Sora2 is a saint, you'll see in a minute why, who say I have codes to, if you want, or DM me for a code, with a friendly direct message explaining why you need the code. It says refresh the thread and sort by new every 10 to 30 seconds, as sometimes a fresh code will drop and be valid for a few seconds. Consider joining OpenAI Discord, official, linked, and so on and so forth. They drop there sometimes. If you'd like, I can guide you step by step crafting a DM or help draft a quick message to improve your odds with those users actively offering codes. Let me know if you want to try that. So I figured, okay, why not? So I said, sure. Okay, it says you're ready to send a DM to Reddit user currently offering Sora invite codes. Here is the invitation. So it gave me this user, this Sora2, okay? It says who recently posted, I have codes in the thread. And so the message they put, that the Comet put together in there for me, being on that thread on Reddit, said, hi, if you still have code available, I'd love to try Sora for creative projects. Would appreciate any help, thanks. It says just click send message button in the chat window with this particular person to deliver your request. If they reply with the code, use it immediately as these codes go fast. So that's what I did, okay? And then I realized that I don't want it to look like it was AI generated, so I decided to, because it has the M dash, which is a typical tell. So I immediately deleted the message and decided to redo it. Then I say try again without the M dash. So I put in this message, obviously I misspelled it here a little bit, but you get the idea. Basically told it to post it again. It looks like this, I really appreciate it. So notice that I screwed up here, I said, and I really appreciated it, which I wanted to say I really appreciate it. So when it put in the message, it actually looked like this, which was exactly how it's supposed to be spelled and stated. So nothing but kudos here to Perplexity for doing all the stuff correctly, handling what I need to handle, and so on. Just to move forward, just click send message. So there's a send message button. I clicked on that. So you can see that basically, I can't show it here right now, but it actually had the Reddit open. So it opened the Reddit for me. It was right in front of me. And then the thing came up and the send button was there right there. It's super easy to use. Let me know when you want to send and try another. So I went ahead and clicked on send. And that was it. Then the gentleman, this Sora2 guy right here, actually, within a few seconds, I had the code that he sent, or she sent. I don't know if it's a guy or a woman. And then what I did was I grabbed the code and I dropped it into Sora to see if it's valid. And next thing that happened was this. I was in Sora2, and you can see when you hover over, you can see the sound playing.
I have a dream that Sam Altman saves humanity.
All right, so you get the idea. It's a bunch of this stuff, and you can do all kinds of different things with it in terms of your own profile. You can upload your bio, you can upload your photo. I haven't played with the thing at all yet, but you can actually follow people and they can follow you. So basically it's like a mini social platform almost. It's not just for generation of videos and audio. And then you have ability to do things like remix, where you can take an existing video, click remix, and you can change some things, and then people who follow you are able to then take that and remix it their own way. Anyway, I think this is going to be a whole new chapter here in generation of videos and manipulation of them by various people and social element to it. I mean, this is just the beginning, obviously. They kind of took it to the next step. It's not just another video generation platform. They're turning it into a social platform. Like I said, I haven't played with it, so I don't really want to say anything else that would be useless to you, since I don't know myself what it does and how it does it. But I will definitely make another video later on the subject. Hopefully you can do the same thing. So hopefully you understand the power of agentic AI here. You can see that you can talk to it, and you can tell your agent, your assistant, that's the easiest way to look at it. What are these agents? They're basically assistants that help you get something done, whatever it might be. And they can jump, in the case of Comet here, it's a web browser, so it can actually pull up websites, do different things like that, in addition to applying logic and applying certain set of tasks or steps that are required for you to obtain what you're trying to obtain. So they're trying to obtain it on your behalf. In my case, I asked the agent to go out there, see if I can get this code I needed, the invite code, to be able to access Sora2. And so it went out there and it said, I can't forcefully come up with the code. I can do some research and see if I can find one that's available, and it found a number of them, but they were already used up, which makes sense actually. Even though it says this code is supposedly available, it wasn't. I mean, because once somebody grabs it, it's gone. And so then it said the best thing to do next would be to actually reach out directly with a DM to somebody on Reddit, where people actually offer their invite codes to other people and potentially grab it that way. So that's exactly what we did. So it actually pulled up Reddit for me. It went to the right area there on Reddit. It went ahead and created a message for me to send to this person, which obviously I could have written it myself, but I just wanted to test it and did a very nice job. And then I wound up just clicking send to send it. So it did all the work in terms of finding the right person, in terms of creating a message for them, DM, everything, even messages. So all I had to do was click on send. So that's an example right there where even though it's automated, agentic, smart, and capable, at the same time, control was in my hands. If I didn't click that send button, then obviously nobody would get anything. I still can verify and see what's going on. It's not like you're letting the agent basically run away and do something they shouldn't be doing. You will be in full control, and then you handle things accordingly there. So I clicked on send, it sent the message, the other person responded almost immediately with the code. I tried the code, worked just fine, and basically the process was done. So the agent did exactly what I asked him to do, got to the point of giving me what I needed. I verified with this one click that I'm actually doing it, and then entered the code and verified that it's working. So definitely very much recommend Perplexity in general for any kind of questions you might have. I also recommend Perplexity in terms of putting it on your phone. Their voice mode is very quick in terms of latency to respond to questions, and you can interrupt it pretty quickly. You don't have to wait like a lot of other ones. You wait for a while until it comes back to life. I definitely recommend Perplexity. Highly recommend it. And so now with this Comet browser, with these new agentic capabilities, and I'm sure other people are going to come up with this as well. Already Chrome, Google is coming out with Chrome having similar type situation. I mean, all of them are going to have it eventually. But Perplexity was the first one to put it out the door, and actually it works. You can do a lot of things, not just this, but other agentic type things with Perplexity Comet browser. So definitely recommend that. If you have any questions, drop them below. I'll be happy to answer them if I can. And until next time, I'm still Oleg. Take care.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.